I guess I'm going to be getting into fucking relationships and what ladies are really wanting from guys, but I'm going to have to also specify for the ladies what guys really want, especially if they're wanting to match standards. So, whenever it goes to ladies, they would prefer a guy that's both a lover and a warrior. They prefer a guy that has fucking animalistic passion, but they also prefer a guy that, can fulfill their fucking emotional needs. But the whole problem is this, is that the ladies on this end are going to also have to, have a bit of an extra go fuck you attitude. So what I'm specifying about that is they're going to have to be like Polly from fucking, what's the word for it? Peaky Blinders. They're going to have to be very similar in mannerisms to have that ability to work together in a sort of rational sense, but also be operative of the emotional waves and tides of that. So if ladies are wanting guys like that, then they're going to have to pretty much embody that sort of persona, or especially just substance in general. Now, the thing that I do see is guys are usually one or the other. They're either a lover and not a fighter, or either a fighter but not a lover. In which ladies would pretty much cheat on the lover, which would be their long-term partner, while as the warrior would be, their fling on the side or their fucking affair, in which that does happen quite frequently. And the one thing about the Pollys of the world is that if a guy is not both a lover and a warrior, that lady will cheat on the fucking guy, and that will happen. And even though, who knows, even if the guy was just a warrior and they fucking get to fight and break up, it's like they're going to come back together, fuck, and then leave again. So that'll be pretty much their dynamic. And I'll go ahead and get into experiences. Now, this is coming to my experiences with bar, in which if you're looking for, fucking get laid and shit like that, here's the one thing that I know that smooth talking is pretty much greasing the wheels. That way you can get the ball rolling. But whenever there's quote-unquote competition, whenever it comes to other guys and which are talking to the ladies generally don't give a shit about the second guys, but they're going to be testing the first guy by ignoring them and talking to the second. They're only talking to the second in order to see how the first guy would respond, okay? And it's not really anything that's got to be personal. It's not personal at all, but that is precisely what they will do. And if you're somebody of whom tends to have a lot of eyes on them, especially whenever you walk into environments in which you're just relaxed and being you will generally get tested more often. And here's what I'll discuss whenever it comes to the competitive aspect of it, is that it actually gets you laid quicker if you succeed. And here's how you'll do it, is that whenever another guy is talking with her and, she turns her eyes off you, is you got to be playful with this one, because if you do it seriously, they could see it as a fucking problem. Is you pull her chair right up to yours, okay? Then you pretty much say, no, you're mine tonight. And if you say it in a playful way, then that's whenever you can start getting to the more touchy-feely aspects of, flirtation, in which then you'll definitely get fucking laid that night. But if you don't, and especially don't undermine other guys of whom are talking to the lady in which you're talking to and which are competing with you, because that will be a fucking telltale sign to the lady that you can't handle it. So don't do that. Just focus on the lady primarily and really fucking show that, no, you're mine tonight, and you ain't talking to nobody else. Now, don't say that specifically, because goddamn, they do have problems with that. But just reaffirm that, no, at this moment, place, and time, you're mine until later on, then you can talk to another guy. That's pretty much the best way to describe it. But I'll go ahead and fucking brightness is fucking up. But what other things can I describe about relationships as well? Is that whenever it comes to like texting and shit, goddamn, what the fuck is up with this thing? Fucking brightness is fucking up like over and over. But relationships and texting, over texting, is don't blast a lady's phone. In fact, whenever it comes to a lady's phone and she texts you, just fucking wait and do your fucking day. Whenever it comes down to it, do your responsibility before you talk to anybody else. If you have responsibilities during that day, you fucking do them. Leave her ass till fucking nighttime, then talk to her, okay? And that'll show that you have priorities, and that shows that you're not fucking clingy. And also a good thing to note as well is that if you're looking for long-term relationships, you don't necessarily have to compete to get laid. In fact, it's best to, if you have sexual control, to obviously keep your fucking seed. And if you don't, then get laid, of course. But whenever it comes to long-term relationships and you're competing with another guy, and actually this is something in which you do have to do, is be disinterested within the woman of which you were just speaking to, okay? Because whenever it comes down to it, they're going to be wondering why the fuck you are no longer talking to them, even if they were to, you know, talk with you back. Now, granted, you could say some words and shit, but I wouldn't prefer it. And here's what will happen in their mind whenever they're talking to another guy and you're pretty much just disinterested and you're actually just enjoying your night, is they're going to be thinking in their head, okay, this guy was just fucking talking to me and he seemed interested in me. But now that I'm talking, well, with him here and there, you know, talking with this mostly second guy, it's like he's very disinterested in me now. And so the whole point is this, is that yes, that other guy will fuck that lady, right? But whenever it comes down to it, she's going to be thinking about you and as to why you fucking became disinterested in her at that moment, place, and time. And you didn't reduce the quality of your night based upon the fact that you didn't sleep with her. So enjoy your fucking drink. And whenever it comes to relationships, just search for the right one. But if you're getting laid, then of course compete. But if not, then just go ahead and enjoy your night at the bar until you find the one lady of whom is slightly disinterested in you, not pretending that she's, you know, not interested in you. You can tell when somebody's pretending that they're not interested in you, and which generally they're not the kinds of people in which you should be fighting for. You should be fighting for the lady in which that would tell you, okay, you better tell me what the fuck you need to tell me, and if I don't like it, then you get the fuck out of my sight. If that's what a lady tells you, then that's definitely the lady of which you definitely need to fight to get whenever it comes to, well, relationship sense. Because with that mentality, then you can build a fucking empire with them, okay? So that'll be definitely something for my guys out there, and also for my ladies too. Whenever it comes to ladies, we like it whenever you fight for your fucking guys. And, you know, it's not really fun to see ladies bitch about the fact that their boyfriends left them for another woman. Just as, you know, it's not really fucking attractive for us guys to bitch about it on the internet about other ladies fucking talking to other guys, our ladies, and which generally that happens on both sides of the coin. And if you're looking for characteristics of the lover and the warrior, you got to be both. And you'll find them. It's going to be a bitch in a little bit of a while, but you'll find them. And you got to have patience for it. And you got to be stern in what the fuck you're wanting. So that'll be the end of this video. And hopefully you learned a couple of things about it.